Noisy crew today. I don't have any more to think about. I want to stand with your feet wider so you feel a little bit of resistance, not too much. Yeah? Look down and turn your toes as they're reaching the front corners of the mat. Take a lovely shoulder roll, inhaling up, exhaling down. So if any balance still too hard or too light, swap around. What over there? So inhale up, exhale, squeeze it back. Shoulder roll forward. We're going to put our arms forward and we're going to sit down to a mini squat. So squat to begin with. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the top and then reach forward, sit back on your heel. Now, when as soon as you put hands on your legs, they're going to want to push your knees inwards. So as you drop down, open your knees a little bit more. So the alignment is towards the middle toes, maybe even towards those little toes. So we exhale. Begin to get your squat a little bit deeper. Sinking back into the heels. You'll always be able to lift your tips of your toes as you drop down into the squat. And remember to squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. And start getting a bit deeper. We're aiming to get hips down as low as your knees. Exhale. Inhale to return. 5 more. 4. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. 3. Really physically pull your arms behind you. 2. Last one. Hold. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. No. Look down to the floor. Bring your fingertips down. Take a stretch up into those hamstrings. So just do a little bend and extend. You might want to do one at a time. Pushing your hip to the side. Or you might want to do 2 together, up to you. Allow your chin to drop to your chest, allow your spine to curve. Try and get your fingertips pressed down into the ground. Couple of more little bends in those knees. Hold your stretch for a few seconds. Get straight as you can in those legs. Bow your chest closer towards your thighs. Then bend the knees a little bit more. Scoop the belly in. Let's roll it up. Always reset at the top. Shoulder up. Heel toes, feet wider. Now I've got more resistance. Toes still stay slightly pointed out. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades back into those squats. Now we're going wider. Sinking those hips lower. And this time we're going to inhale down, exhale up. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can turn your arm up to your ear and coming back down again. So point to the fingers up, back down. Don't lose 5 or 2. We're going to lovely legs inside. Now have a look at your knees. Are they starting to collapse inwards? Push your legs wider. Activate at the buttocks. 8. Squeeze. Breathe in. 7. 6. Have your knees even wider. Last 3. Last 2. I want to see those knees a bit wider. Hold. Arms up if you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Squeeze your belly. Pulse. Open your knees wider. 7, 6, 5. Sink your bottom. 3, 2. Look to the floor. And stretch. Bending and extending. Through knees, bending, extending together, up to you. I like to sway my hips side to side. Take a breath in, relax the chest lower. Take all the tension out of your back. And then, whilst you're here, just heel toe your feet so they're underneath your knees, not your knees, well, your knees and your hips. And then take a little walk forward into a plank. Pause here and straighten out your body. So I want you to physically push back into your heels, fill in the stretch of your calf. Push the floor away so you elevate the chest. Pull your shoulder blades slightly together, your eye gaze slightly forward. Squeeze your butt and imagine you're putting your kneecap up and the hip level. Now scoop your belly in. So you can always put the knees as you want. Otherwise, let's take a little tap out. Small tap, side to side. Option on your knee, pull your knee out, back in, pull your knee out, slightly forward. Okay? So tap. Now I'm thinking quite a little bit starting to elevate higher. This is a plank. 4 more each side. 3, 6, 5, stabilize the body. 4, squeeze that belly into tight. Last 2, number 8 on the knees, fabulous. Last 1, and drop your knees down and come back into child pose. So your knees are quite narrow. You haven't got a wide position in the legs. Just try and push your bottom back into your heels. Reach your fingertips forward, extend your arms and melt your head and chest down towards the floor. Stretch the body, make it active. Elbows off the ground. And then roll forward, bring yourself onto our hands and knees. Okay, so put yourself into position. Nice neutral spine, hands on. And we're going to keep our right leg on the ground. We're going to lift our left knee to a hover toe pointed, and we're simply going to do a little hand curl up towards the. So it's very easy for the band to rotate your hip out to the left because it's a little bit easier. One thing. The man is over the hip bone at the floor. It's squeezing the glute to elevate the leg. Ideally, that is coming up to the hip level. And your lower back will easily dip into the extending the hips. Really think about drawing the belly in a little bit more in the lower tummy to stabilize. The elbows are slightly soft, no tension in the shoulders. 6 more, press up, don't rush it. Of 2. Stay with that last one. So look forward towards me. Hold it up, point the toe, extend the legs straight. Bend it back in. Maintaining the resistance. Isn't that leg as high as it can go? You see quite a lot of knees dropping, lift them up a little bit more. Reach. Land on band, right here. Breathe. Now, physically squeeze your heels through your bottom to activate the back of your hamstring. Hamstring, you know what I mean? 5 more. Squeeze it. Now, lift that knee another inch. So little drop. You want to feel that left glute fire up. Last 2. Last 1. Hold out straight. Hold out straight. Lift it up. Hold it there. Tiny little squeeze in that left glute. Keep going. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's go to the leg. Get it higher. And then drop it down. Drop. Get it back into your heels again. This time, let your arms relax. Now, at any point you feel stiff in the wrist, quite a lot of stabilization work. Just let it stretch by sliding back to the hand and foot. Yeah, straighten your arms a little bit more. Okay, bring yourself flat down into the ground. Slide your hand onto your forehead. Legs stay about hip width apart. We're going to tiny bit of emphasis on that hand. We're going to lift the left leg up. We're going to squeeze it out to the side. We're going to bring it back to the middle and drop it down. Same side. Left leg up. Squeeze it out. Bring it back. Drop it down. So we're still getting into that same glute. We're still in that hip extension. We're just adding a little bit of abduction into the move. The right leg is good firmly down into the ground. You can wobble around both sides. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can carry on, but lift your upper body into a little hover. So all that's doing is activating all your back muscles and making it a little bit more challenged. If you don't like it, if your back doesn't like it, stay here. Breathing up, out, back, back down. 4 more in that left leg. One keep your leg fully extended, one bend your knee. Now last one, take it out to the side, pause there, and then keep it high, just bring it back in and hold it out. So in, out, Get it in guidance to the left, so the right leg, press swelling down, hip goes down. If you haven't, if you're test already, try and do the last 6, if you're test up. Squeeze it, come on, squeeze it. 2 more. Press in, sit down to the ground. Be heavy on the floor, and wriggle those hips, bring your body side to side. Feel the heaviness in the ground. And then you put your leg wide and keep your feet left on the ground. So you're letting out and you're firmly stuck to the ground. But you've still got a little bit of stick in the back. We're going to inhale, lift the upper body up, so you're in this position. Side rotated. Reach the arm towards the leg, back to the middle, over to the other side, and reset. So we're going to do a little side flexion to wake up the upper body. Come up, using the jump, drop down in the middle, lift back up, and then go to the side. So this one is 4 more each side. 4 more in total. And when you do your last one, come back into the middle, drop down, take a breath, lift your left leg back up to the top. Your right leg stays fixed in the ground. Okay, watch this. We're going to lift, we're going to side bend, and we're going to reach, and we're going to pull our heel, and we're going to reach into our foot, back to the middle, and down. Same sides. Up, bend that knee, reach, back to center, and down. So, physically move to side flexion. Keep that thigh up the ground to really towards the foot. Feel your waistline going to that rotation of side bend. You're not hitting very hard. Feel the shoulder blades smoothly back and reach right into that reverse motion through the shoulder joint. 4 more. Lift those knees off the ground. Last 2. 1 more. And release it off. Bring it in. Bring your hand to the shoulder, push up. Take a little tap stretch here, curve the spine. Do the complete opposite to what we've just been doing. Push open through those shoulder blades. And then bring yourself back to neutral. This time, we're going to drop to our elbows. tuck those toes under, extend both your legs and come into plank. So we're going to plank on the hand, now we're doing the elbows. Repeat the exercise, tapping one foot, out to the side, back in. Alternating. Option to the knees. If you're on your knees, on your elbows, you don't have a lot of room to take it outside. So just do a leg extension out to the side, tapping like that. Come back in and do the same on the other side and back in. Okay, 8, 7, stabilize those hips, squeeze into the belly. 5, 4, 3, nothing. One more. And then drop the knees down, come up onto your hands. Back into child pose. This time, bring your arms around and let your shoulders fall forward for a moment. You might want to grab your heels and curl yourself into more of a ball. Nice deep breath to allow that lower back. Stretch out, release. And then we're going to come back and do our hands and knees. Nice neutral spine, reset yourself, shoulders relaxed. Right knee hovers, come into the hamstring curl, do this way. Time to breathe. And as you pull your knee up and on your hip, feel that extra squeeze in the back at one point. And you will 4 more things. And squeeze it back up high, lower back up to six, so extra squeezing that low coming. And of course, we hold that last one at the top, and we point the toe, extend the leg, and then fold the heel into the bottom. So really squeeze your hamstring. Keep the knees a little bit higher. I'm seeing knees moving down, up, squeeze, and lengthen. Full extension, there. 6, 5, 4. Make sure you're not collapsing, so shoulders, keep them nice and equal. 2, 1 more. We extend the legs straight out behind and we go to the pose. Now, stay straight, lift that leg as high as you can, squeeze into the belly, 2 and 3. So 10, 9, more of the straight legs. Squeeze it out. I want to see muscles moving, not knees. 3, 2, and 1. Cat stretch, have spine. Slide your knees back slightly, bend your elbows in, down to the floor, make a pillow. Take your legs a little bit wider. So the front of your feet sticks to the floor. Your left leg is staying still, our right leg is lifting up, out to the side, back to the middle, tap it down. So we lift, squeeze, we come back, we release. So you lift up in the center, you keep it high, you take it wide and high as it goes, then you swing it back and then tap it down. Four more. Relax through those shoulders. Oh, I've got to tell you, hover, haven't I? You hovered last time, hover hard. Now, when you've done your last one, we're going to keep that leg in the center elevated. Lift the chest a bit higher as you can. Press out and back. Squeeze out and back. If you're on the floor, your chest is on the ground, lift it up down. 8, back center. 7, center, lift up more. 2, one more. And bring it back, center, release it down. Release it. On the floor. Bring yourself up into a hover. To the left, we reach, center, over the other side, reach, and center. Continue. So we're just keeping the legs firmly on the ground now. They're quiet on that. Okay, come back to center. Lift your right leg. You're going to take it over to the side, bend, reach, return, and up. Really good unit. So, reaching towards that foot by side bending, squeezing your right shoulder blade. I want to see that side, leg off the ground. Everything is active. All the back muscles away. We're going to do 6 more. I want you not just side bend, but the slight rotation because every unit of the side is happening at the back. Up 2, it's where you should be. One more big reach. And then release it to the floor and let everything just drop heavy in the ground. Really the body. Take some deep breaths, so let keep sinking down. Now, take your knees a little bit wider if you can. Band not coming up there, so widen sort of legs to allow the band to go. And just reach those arms. Wriggle the fingers forward. You feel all those back muscles stretching out as you lower your head and chest down to the floor. Get ready, let's turn around and Pilates wraps. Everybody happy to share a sister. You can do it again. Okay, let's roll down. Now we take your legs step flat on the ground, straight line, wide, so there's a little bit of resistance. So try not to go wider than shoulders. Slide your fingertips around the back of the head. First of all, we just begin by doing a crunch. So we lift the chin to the chest and roll up and do a gentle crunch. And we roll all the way back down with the inhale. But whilst you're crunching, make sure you fix your legs firmly into the ground. Squeeze deep into the lower belly as you curl up and keep your elbows wide. Right leg is going to stay firmly on the ground. All I want you to do is lift the left leg to a hover. And then it stays there. So your crunch still comes up in the center, but your leg is lifting at the hip. A little bit wider to the left. Don't follow the left. Don't crunch the left leg. Your thigh will instantly roll to that left leg. Stay in the center. Now, we're going to do 3 more crunches here. Can you please hold your last one up into a crunch and then press that bag up and down. So I've slightly rotated my leg out and then just pressing. Use your lower tummy, crunch up a little bit more and lift, lift. Take it a little bit wider. Push your right leg firmly down into the ground. Crunch up a little bit more. 10, 9, lift it, crunch it, 6, 5. Come on, lift the crunch, lift the crunch. I'm seeing shoulders going down. 2, and release it down. Drop your head, take a breather, push your elbows to the floor. Now, before we go to the other side, bend your knees, feet closer towards the bottom. So I've got my fingertips behind my head and my elbows on the ground. I'm going to keep them there. If you need more stability, bring your arms down by your side. We're going to roll the hips up into bridge. So you have a few options here. Option 1, lift your left knee in towards your chest and tap it down and repeat. So we're all going to start here. Or you can pull the knee in, extend the leg up, bend it back and pop it down. Or you can keep your leg fully extended, lower it down almost to the ground or tapping the ground and lift up. What I don't want you to do is let your left hip go drop low to the right and you've lost that core stability. Otherwise your back muscles are going to take over too much. So only got the level you know. Now, right leg. Squeeze your right too. Not after when you really want a bit more stability and it might make you go further. So you can change around as you work. Here you go. Give me 5 more. Come on, see if you can get that leg up as high as you can to the sky or knee in towards your chest. And when you've done that last one, bend the knee and pop your foot back down, lift your hips, pulse your hips up and down. Keep the knees wide, resistance all the way. So up, down, 5 more. Last 2. And then we just slowly on the exhale, roll the spine back down to the floor. Let your spine settle as you begin to straighten your legs out again, down on the ground. And again, about shoulder width in those feet. Fingertips around the side of the head if they're not already there. And keeping the feet on the ground. Begin to lift that right leg and hold it in a hover. So it's a little bit of resistance to begin with, not much. Small move, keeping the leg as still as possible as we carry on crunching in the center. And we're going for 5 more crunches. Hold that last one up. And let's press that leg up and down. So turn the toes out slightly. You've got a bit of thigh work going on. Can you take the leg a tiny bit wider now? Squeeze your belly to stabilize the hips. Crunch up a little bit more and press. Press. Squeeze your glutes. Curl up a little bit more. 8, 7. Let's lift these hands up more. More up to the sides. Come on, lift. And release it down. Bend your knees. Feet on the floor, hip width apart. Slide your heels a little bit closer towards your bottom. Spread your toes. Change your arm position if you wish. And roll up into bridge. So you've still got a bit of resistance on that band. When you're ready, we lift the right knee in. We tap it back down. We do 4 or 5 like this. And then pick your option, doing the same as you did on the left leg. So that might be, you lift in, you extend, you bend, you tap down. It might be full extension, dropping the leg down, lifting it up. You may want your arms down by your side. Now, big squeeze into that left glute to lift the hips up. 8, drop down. 7, 6, 5. Lift up a little bit more to that left side. No toes up. We know hips up, Gemma's cheating. Last 2. Last big lift. Then drop the foot down, lift the hips up and hold the hips. Now we can lift our heels, getting into those calves. And as you lift your hips, squeeze those buttocks up. So it's not a fast move, it's up, down, 5 more. So it's going to hit this one. Last couple of reps. And then as you inhale, you lower your heels, we exhale, roll. Good, take a moment. There's a dead silence in the room today, guys. I'm taking it because you find it really hard, right? Okay, arms wide, palms facing up, knees lift to tabletop, slightly wider, so you've got that resistance working still on those legs. And we're going to drop our legs over to the right, keeping them apart. Back into center, over to the left. Just do some rotation to begin with. Just get that movement going through the spine, using your obliques to control. And we're just going to add into this. So when you next come back to the middle, keeping the legs wide, tap your toes to the floor, lift them up, and take it over. So one rotation, tap in the center, rotation the other way, tap on the center. Got creaky footboard. Okay, so T over the floor. You think about the floating, not happening, open them. I'm thinking a lot of heels dropping down in the knee height, lift them. But I'm also seeing the toe tap coming from a belly to knee. The knees don't bend, you can't tap the toes, push from your hips. So it's not about people pull your heels into the bottom and tap, push the side away, tap the floor. So don't change your positioning when you tap. Now one more, each side. Yeah. We come into the center, give them a little squeeze with your hands and the knees, a little rock side to side. So the option here, actually, let's all give it a go. Straighten your legs, so you're in a V position. Now, we're going to go back to a rocking motion. So we're going to let our legs pendulum over to the right, not too far. Then we're going to come back into the middle. And we're going to open our legs wider into a V, come halfway down, pull them together, open them out to a V and circle them all the way back up to the middle. Don't close your legs and drop over towards the left. Come back to center, open them out, circle them down, pull them in, open them back out, circle them all the way back up. And then rotate. Now, you can do that in bent knees. You just open, bring them further away, push them further away from you, pull them back in, and continue. Breathe. Breathe. So in either work with market, the breath out and doing the hard part, so little hard. So you think about, you always breathe out to rotate to the side. Breathe in, pull yourself back into the middle. Then you can circle those legs and the breath out, and then you circle them back and the breath in, and then you rotate to the other side and the breath out. So you can breathe in. Okay. What I would like to see is your legs getting tired, knees are starting to protrude inwards, and your legs are starting to do that. Yeah? Turn your toes out, turn your knees out, and pull your heels in more. Then carry on and make it harder. Okay, one more each side, please. Then we come to center. We take the legs wider, we point the toes. You're going to pull your right leg down towards the front of your mat, lift it all the way back up, and repeat on the other side. Now your hip flexors will start to feel this. Your lower abs should be starting to feel this. Get those legs as wide as they will go. Tap it down. Keep the other one stable. Lift it up. If you want more, come into a crunch by putting your fingers to the back of your head. Or you can keep your fingertips pressed to the floor out to the side and crunch here. Give me 8 more. Come on. Press down. Lift up. Squeeze the belly. Lift up. Last 6. Can you see why I hate that? 5. 4. Come on. Last few. Don't give up. Don't give up. Last 2. One more. And then bend your knees into your chest. Give them a hug and do a little roll around side to side. Fabulous. We can finally take those bands off. And then bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees pull out and pull a bit weird. And take a little seesaw motion through the legs. Now your poor glutes done quite a lot of work here. So we're going to use these bands to stretch out a little bit. But I want you to keep them folded in half. So don't use them as a single band there. Fold in half. Keep your right leg in this position. And take the bands of your left foot around the ball of the foot. And simply straighten your leg to the side. So when you take your left leg up to the side, because of your right leg, it's pulled your left buttock off the floor. So try and ground your left buttock whilst you're here. Extend the knee and drive the thigh closer towards your left shoulder. Take the band in your right hand only and allow the leg to fall over to the right. Take your left arm out wide, come into rotation. Don't let the leg drop all the way to the floor. Try and keep it around hip height and push that leg as straight as it will go, putting the toes towards your right shoulder. Straighten the knees. Look towards those right toes and pull them further towards your face. Left toes, I mean, sorry. You to begin, stop the knee. Bring the leg back into the middle. Bringing that right knee pointing to the sky. Now I want to keep hold the band with your right hand. Move the leg across very slightly. Turn the toes inwards. Straighten the knee and pull the toes towards your right shoulder. So my left butt cheek is off the floor, but I'm trying to push it down as I pull my leg closer towards my chest. So you want to feel that outside of the left side. So if you look up, your thigh is over the right side. Like I'm not too far. Now straighten the knee beautifully, Sarah. Straighten it. And then bring your leg back to the middle. Bend the left knee onto the right knee, and let's stretch the buttock because that buttock's got lots of work. So you can stay here and stretch it like this. You can grab your right shin. If you want a deeper stretch and your buttocks are pretty flexible, then you can come into a position which Jen is about to demonstrate. If you wish, because some people don't get a stretch. Very open in the hips. It's not deep for everyone. So I want you to just take a little bit more weight over into your right buttock. Then pull your right thigh further in and open your left knee further away from you. Push your sitting bones down to the ground and pull your shoulders down. Take one more breath there. And then release both feet to the ground. Take the band, right foot. Actually, before you do, just soles of feet together again, little seesaw motion in the hips. And then we take the band over the right foot. Take it up high to the sky. Your right buttock would have just floated off the floor, pin it back down. So the foot runs parallel with the right shoulder, just straight up to the sky. A little bit deeper. Take hold of the band with your left hand. Open your right arm out wide and let's take it over to the left. Rotating the spine. Let the leg drop as far as your hips. And then push the toes towards your left shoulder. And try and ground your right shoulder to the floor. Look to the left. Can you see your toes? If you can't, pull them up so you can. And then look back to the right. Okay, one more breath here. And then you begin to bring that little leg, soften the knees, bring the leg back up to the top, bringing your left knee with you. And then we cross the thigh over the left thigh. Turn the toes in and straighten that leg as if you're drawing the toes towards your left shoulder. I want to get straight knees. The band allows that give to get straight. And as your right buttock lifts up, you're trying to pull off, get back down into the floor again. Come down, put it over that left thigh. Pull it over, pull it over. There we go. This is where you need a bit of a less resistance. Put it inside a single one. Or you're just going to persevere. And then begin to bring that leg back to center. Release the band. Pop the ankle over the knee, and let's do glute stretch. So take which one works for you. Up the side, touch the shin, head down, shoulders down, pigeon if you prefer, seated curl if you prefer. Try and get your shoulders fixed to the floor as well as the buttocks. Take a little bit more weight into that left buttock and open your right knee. So remember, you want to try and push the right knee away as driving your left thigh in. And then you want to squeeze your shoulder blades down and push your bottom down. So you're trying to fix the spine into the floor to get deeper into the stretch. 3 deep breaths here. Okay, we're going to keep hold of that left thigh as we slide the right knee, right foot off, and then just use it as a little leverage to come up. Seated. Good. Good. Put your hand into the knee, lift yourself up, pull your shoulders back and up towards the sky. And bring the cheeks together, get stretched down the front of the neck. Then begin to take the chin down towards your chest and then pull back to the side. Curl the lower back and arch. So use your leg to kind of help your back. Take a breath in, back, center, sit down, pull, release your knee, shoulder roll, reset the spine, keep the core active, spine active, but relax. And then you walk around like that, then open your arms. Take a breath in, look up towards the sky, we lift the arms up, bring it up together, shoulders dropping down, take an elbow down. Hopefully your muscles will feel that in a couple of days. Thanks, guys.